don't know what's happening.
It's 40 now.
Maybe it's 40.
Yeah, I think that's right.
It was 50 and then 40.
She's just backwards.
She's going crazy now. She's beating her feet.
03, maybe.
Yeah.
30. I think it's
She wants 30. I think she means a half minute. But now she's going to have to open those fingers back up when she comes down again. 20 seconds. Oh, now she's too. Oh, now. Oh, let us know.
Yep.
So, should we start?
10 seconds!
Alright. Oh.
Thank you.
Alright, that's it.
You are listening to The Basement on Impact 89 FM. What a crazy night it's already been, and it's only 8:23. I want to thank Ms. Emily Fox and company for filling in this evening to do some fantastic engineering. You may have noticed that we had some great tracks earlier, and we're doing some switcherooskies, but don't worry, it was all very good. We had some Computer Perfection, had some Orpheum Bell, they've got some new music coming out. Also had some of the Hat Matter. But if you're hearing us for the first time because you were drawn in by A Hero Falls, maybe you are A Hero Falls friends, I assure you that typically we're a lot tighter. We're a lot tighter usually when we're playing all these songs. But tonight I have A Hero Falls with me, and why don't you say hello, and who you are, and what you do in the band. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Whoever wants to start.
Hi, I'm Jay, and I play bass in the band.
I'm April, I sing.
Bud, I play guitar.
I am Daniel. I play drums.
I'm Ryan, I play guitar. That's about it.
And we also got the paparazzi in the back.
Oh yeah, that's Daryl.
That is
That's Daryl.
nobody.
That's
Love Daryl.
We love him.
So we've got a ton of stuff to talk about. You guys are playing the Claremont CD release show, which is on the 10th, which I believe is Saturday, at Howell Opera House. Have you guys played there before?
We have a lot, actually.
So tell me about it, because I know bands from your area that's a popular venue, but I haven't been there myself. So if someone was thinking about going there, what can they expect? What is it like?
Well, it's basically like a big room. It's an opera house that they used to use, like, back in the day. And upstairs, it's like the old, they have the stage and everything. It's really cool. But where we play is downstairs. It's just a big open room. It's really fun.
It's got like hardwood floors and everything, so.
I think they use it for like an art gallery sometimes, or like events.
Yeah, sometimes they have weddings.
Or sometimes weddings.
Yeah.
Multi-purpose.
Yes.
So, have you guys had a close working relationship with Claremont thus far, or is this your first gig together?
We played a couple shows with them, haven't we?
Yeah, usually at the opera house.
Yeah. Jake goes to school with them.
Yeah, I go to school with them. They're all great guys, so it should be fun.
You heard just before we got into the interview one of your songs called From Our Eyes, and that's off of your EP. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? When did that come out?
Gosh, when did that come out?
I think April, right?
Yeah, it was around April this past April, yeah.
No. We recorded that at the Minx in Farmington, which was an awesome time.
Yeah, man.
Took us a while. So we had to go in on weekends and stuff when we weren't working, but it was a great time, so it was fun.
Who is responsible for the artwork and just the packaging itself? It's a really sleek-looking EP.
That was
Bill
Steve.
Player, yeah, his name's
Yeah.
Steve. We got in contact with him, and he was just really cool. We gave him a few ideas, but he basically just went for it, and we loved it. It was cool.
Did he actually draw it?
I think it was a mix of art and then computer, right?
Yeah, he had like a picture, I think, and he put it in like an art format or something.
Yeah.
None of us are none of us can draw at all. So we're just here, do whatever you want to do. And then he came up with that. It was pretty cool.
I think he came up with the font too for the letters that we use on it.
He did everything for us.
He was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Loved
he was
it.
cool.
We gave him free reign.
Yeah.
Do something cool.
Yeah.
And he did.
If you want to have some sort of clue what exactly we're talking about, you can go to aherofalls.com and search around there. You can look at the EP. And you also have a blog on the website. And that was kind of cool to be able to read a little bit more about the people I was going to meet before they showed up. So
Yeah, I do basically the blog.
That's right.
It's kind of funny because that's what the website is. It's just like a WordPress, but bought the domain. So
Yeah, I think Bud did one blog and he hasn't known it since. I've never done one.
April does one.
I think
April and Ryan are
that's
basically.
it's me.
Well,
You-
that's what was
you
nice.
are
That
wild.
Yeah,
you were gonna be here, and
Yeah.
so well, the first song that you got for us is called "On the Verge," and is this something that's also on the EP?
Yes. I think it's the second song.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Anything that the listener should know about this song in particular?
Oh, it's written about a breakup, of course. It was my breakup.
Of course.
But that was my own little heartbreak. That's like the only time I've ever actually written lyrics to a song. So hopefully it came across as intended. So yeah, that was my first.
I think it was the
Break up
first
all the
song.
time.
I think it was the first song that we wrote for the EP.
I
Actually,
think that's
Yeah.
right too. From Rescue Second. But.
All right. Well, you are listening to The Basement. You're hearing A Hero Falls with their song "On the Verge" on The Basement.
1, 2, 3.
So begins my state of brokenness, and I can't stay here long. Try my best to keep my mind from all these selfish, wicked thoughts. You offer me your hand, but truthfully, I think you've done enough. Sit there and you stay around, 'cause this recovery's just been rough. So let me explain my latest step. Isn't just how I thought it would be. I'm needing more heartless next to have the perfect mix with the denial and the disrespect I've seen. On the verge of a breakdown, it's all I can do not to let it go. Stuck in a free fall, I can't see the end of my darkest place. I'm fed for myself. Where has the light of my life gone? Seems so simple for you. Tell me, was I really all that good? Saw a lot of selfishness from you. Well, I did all I could. All the blizzard heat is going had almost no effect, and the empty reassurance that seemed to take me over the edge. Again and again, I try to move on, but it feels like there's no place to go. Keep running in circles in my search for answer, and it seems as if I'll never end know. On the verge of a breakdown, so I can do not to let it go. Stuck in a free fall, and I can't see the end of my darkest place. I've been for myself. Where has the light of my life gone? I would stand on the steps with a hole in my chest, hoping you could see that you're breaking my heart. So please play your part and rescue me. I can never let go of this love I have known. Tell me, why does it have to go? I'm on the run. Whoa. I'm on the verge of a breakdown. It's all I can do not to let it go. Stuck in a free fall, and I can't see the end of my darkest place. I've been for myself. Where has the light of my life gone?
You're listening to The Basement on Impact 89 FM. That was A Hero Falls with On the Verge. So you were mentioning before that was actually the first time you wrote lyrics for a song. So having a band made up of 5 people, how do you guys all share in the songwriting together?
I think it just depends on the song. Like, sometimes somebody will write lyrics and then bring it to everybody else, or somebody will come with a riff, or, it just depends on the song, basically.
So there isn't one person that's kind of the main person that does the lyrics, or one person that does mainly the riffs.
No, we all write together.
Yeah, we all, like, one person will, like, you know, come with an idea, or sometimes they'll come up with, like, you know, the whole song, per se, and then we'll, like, bring it to everybody else, and then everybody else will put their input to it, and it could, like, turn out something totally different, but...
So we're into a big, nice music nugget.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Like,
It's kind of craft
big,
it
nice
and
music
hone it
nugget.
kind of thing.
Yeah, once you give your song up to the band, it like can turn into something totally different.
Yeah, it
So
can
it's
go
cool.
anywhere, pretty much. But
It's nice.
How long have you guys been playing together?
Hero Falls has been together since '09,
Yeah.
but actually, we played in like different bands together. You know, it was Jake, Bud, and me for a while, and then it was, you know, a couple more of us, and then I think it was Ryan, Bud, me, and
Yeah,
Joel. Like
Yeah,
it's crazy, but
it's been all over the place.
Hero Falls has been together since '09, basically.
Yeah, I remember.
We've been
first
like a
time-
cover band too.
Yeah, the guys were all in a band without me for a while. They were metal.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, I remember the first time I played with you guys. I was like 9 years old.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like 8 years. You
Yeah.
could trace
Oh,
it
that
back
was
if you
you.
wanted to.
oh wait.
Yeah. So you've gone through a lot of different combinations, and what do you're mentioning, you've got work, you're trying to do a lot of different things. You've got the EP, but there's enough material to do even a full length. What do you think is next?
Hopefully a full length.
Yeah.
Maybe some music videos. I don't know.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
One step at a
Hopefully
time.
play bigger shows, you know, with just, I don't know.
Yeah, I would say that's what we're aiming for, is bigger shows, playing with
Yeah,
bigger
just-
bands.
Just starting to promote and getting ourselves out there pretty much.
Right,
More, a
music.
little stronger.
So you guys are going to be at the Howell Opera House on Saturday, along with Claremont, and do you have other bands that are supporting the show as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Apprehension, Empathetic Critic, Tiger, and Giraffe Attack.
I think Apathetic Critic is going to be Avery Black by himself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the bands that
so
went this
it's
time.
going to be like a solo thing.
But he's in
yeah.
Empathetic Critic.
But yeah, so those bands. Yep.
Yeah.
Tiger.
Well, and you're talking about bigger shows. The very next day you have a show at the Crofoot. Have you played there before?
Once.
Once?
Yeah, we played with Romance on a Rocket Ship. That was fun.
Yeah, for the Foxes.
For the
Yeah,
Foxes.
For the
the
Foxes, yeah, that was them.
Those are awesome. Like, that's a great place to
That
play.
was a really
It's
good
fun.
place to play. It's right next to the Eagle Theater, which is also awesome.
So how did you get hooked up with a gig at the Crofoot?
How did we
I
get
want to
that
say
one?
the guy named Chad, who isn't
I
he?
emailed
Matt
him.
Wilson.
Still was me.
Yeah. yeah.
I did that.
Yeah, so, yeah, but emailed Chad, I guess, and we've played with Chad's band before. I don't know if he remembers us, probably not. But
Yeah,
A long
he's,
time ago.
I don't know. You just gotta like keep playing with different bands and getting connections.
And the show on Saturday was put together by Fusion. It's a Fusion shows,
Yeah.
correct? So, I mean, they generally, from my understanding, have a pretty good draw and good promotion.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, their shows are pretty cool. We played with them a handful of times, and it always has a good turnout.
Yeah, Nate's like a really good guy, and they do a lot of good work over there, getting all the bands out. Like without them, there wouldn't be too many local shows probably.
Mhm.
Yeah, they definitely do a lot for
Yeah,
the
they have
local
a-
scene.
a drive for like the underground music or like the under music that you don't usually get to hear if it's like local and everything.
So where are you guys officially based out of?
Most of us are in Howell. Well, 3 of us are in Howell. No.
Yeah, it's like
Word
Brighton
of-
now.
Okay.
Kind of people are moving.
Yeah, well,
I know Bud
it
are
started.
in
Yeah,
Fowlerville
it started like
right now. So 2 of us are in
the
Howell.
3 of April, Bud and Ryan were all in Fowlerville, and I was in Milford. And then
Yeah.
the 2 of them, April and Ryan, moved to Howell, and I ended up moving out to Fowlerville to live with Bud.
Jake's
Livingston,
always been
And
around.
Jake's just been based
Yeah,
in Brighton the whole
Jake's
time.
been
So
in
we're all
Brighton.
over Livingston, but we kind of say Howell, I guess.
So
I
it's
wish.
gotta be nice then to have a venue that's not all the way in Detroit, or that
Absolutely.
especially this time of year, not coming all the way
Absolutely.
up to Lansing. So
That's been the hardest work, like hardest part, and I know that Fusion's been working hard on that. Like they just now are starting to book at Great Escape, just another place out in Howell that has never had shows before. So there's really not a lot of places to play where there used to be,
We played a lot of places that have been like really far away. Like we've driven to like the same we drove out to Coleman and played a few shows out there, and that's like
No,
2.5 hours away.
I was gonna say, where is Coleman?
It's
North.
a half hour north of Midland.
Okay.
If you go out
Got it.
Midland, yeah.
All right.
So yeah, we went out there a bunch of times.
Go
what else?
Coleman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coleman. We played there a lot
A
of
place
times.
called Galaxy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Entertainment
actually, it's not
Center.
even there anymore. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice purple building. So.
Oh, now I feel bad for Coleman.
I know.
No, it's.
I was like, way
We
to
had a
go.
lot
It
of
was
They're
just,
like, oh.
well, yeah, it was a good place to play. We played a bunch of shows. We had a couple battle of the bands and everything.
Yeah, we met some cool people. We actually won a battle of the bands there too. But a lot we used to play there a lot. So a lot of our first fans and friends are from there.
Yeah.
And they have really good pizza.
Oh, they do, yeah.
They
They're
had really good
I know,
pizza.
yeah, really. So, speaking of venues, do you have kind of a pie in the sky? If we could play any venue, this is where we want to play.
Like
April.
any
April always
venue.
says.
Yeah, why not?
Like I would like to play the Palace.
Yeah, if any place like in the world, I would enjoy Wembley Stadium. That place is huge. I mean, if we had enough
Really
fans,
big, yeah.
eventually, yeah, we're like talking. I mean, a year in the future. No, just
Right.
kidding. I'm just
Right.
kidding.
12 months from now.
No,
Yeah.
there's
Actually,
a lot
I
of cool
like to play
places.
the
Like
Blind Pig. That
the
sounds
Eagle
fun.
Theater is actually really cool. That's a big place. It's like right inside the Crofoot, like kind of like a little down area. It's got a nice big stage. It can fit a lot of people. There's a couple good venues out in Southgate too. So
In reality, yeah. Places like that. The Blind Pig, like the intersection.
In reality.
Yeah, in
Let's be
reality.
honest here.
You know.
uh,
But,
So next week's band meeting is going to be about like hopes and aspirations.
Yep.
Like, all right, so who can really stick it out
And
and
Buzz
who's
just
not
gonna
maybe
shoot them all
serious?
yep.
Yeah.
Just.
Guys
Yeah.
don't really think quite serious about this.
I am, I swear.
Yeah, so if you play guitar and are interested in maybe joining a band and are very serious and would like to play large venues, you can go to ifheroefalls.com, maybe send them your demo tape. If they wanted to get a hold of you or learn more about you outside of the blog, the website, where else can they go?
Well, I would say Facebook is like
Yeah.
the biggest. Like we're all on there basically
that's-
almost.
well,
So.
yeah, Jake is the only reluctant
So Jake.
one. Actually, it's weird.
Holding out.
He's holding for something
not
better. He's holding
on
out for
Facebook.
Facebook
We
point.
tried to make one, it didn't work.
Now, do you guys all share responsibility for the tweets, or is one person kind of like?
That stuff's
I'm
not-
usually the tweeter.
She tweets.
Ryan
I
does
don't have a
Facebook
Twitter.
mostly.
I don't have a Twitter, so
I don't either.
No,
I don't think that's something I'll do. But I mean, eventually. I mean, maybe
think that's
eventually.
something I'll
I mean,
do.
Facebook has just
Not
been
really
like the
for
thing.
me.
Like that's the social network that everyone's really like connected to right now.
It's all
I mean,
about
if you're
Friendster.
Google, it's a Google Plus.
Google Plus, hey, that's growing.
You know, on the basement, we try and be like a equal opportunity employer, but I have to say sometimes, like, if a band sends us something and they're like, yeah, check out our MySpace, and like,
Ooh.
that's what they've got, you're kind of like, oh, yeah, all right, well, I'll
What?
check that
What?
out.
My
but-
what?
Yeah, my what? And I've done a little bit before.
Yeah.
So, all right, so we've got the Twitter going, we've got the Facebook going. So, are there any other bands, if they go to search for A Hero Falls, are they going to find some other weird band from like Lithuania or something?
That has the same name?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You know what,
because
there
I
was-
think, don't we own the name now?
Well, yeah, the domain, but no, there's no other bands with the same name. Luckily,
There
there's
are a
a
lot of
music
bands
video with the same name.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did see that. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other bands with Hero in the name, but
oh, tons.
That's,
Right.
There's a lot. Actually, on MySpace, when we were first like getting the name together, I searched "The Hero Falls" on, and it came with this like other like Mexican guy from down in Texas, and it says his name was "A Hero Falls" on there. So maybe he played like acoustic music or something, but he's no longer there.
He's no
So-
longer
Luckily,
there.
we don't exist
We don't know what
anymore.
happened.
Yeah, we no. I don't think we're on MySpace anymore.
He's like eating Galaxy Pizza.
Yeah. He's like,
you didn't have
You
it
can only
then.
see his face.
yeah.
So, what is A Hero Falls? What does the band name mean for you guys?
Well, it came from a Star Wars music video, actually.
We're all
Funny
nerds.
you should mention it.
We love
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
John Williams.
Yes.
did.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just we kind of started a little different than we are now. We started a little bit more like darker music, I guess, like metal almost, but not really. It's like fake metal.
Yeah, we
No,
kind of
it
thought it was
wasn't
metal
very
sounding.
good.
Well, they did. I was.
It took us a while to get to the sound that we have now.
Yeah,
But-
and that's kind of why we named our EP like Stable Ground, because it's like where we're at now. So it
Yeah, we
changed.
It's a good starting point.
Had a lot of worse names before Hero Falls.
What was the
Aw.
worst?
Oh.
Radio appropriate.
John- Johnny Rhythm? I mean,
Oh.
No, are you kidding?
Blood
No,
and
that's
Blessings.
That's
Oh
not the
yeah,
worst
blood.
one?
No, yeah, that's right. Actually, I forgot about that when I blocked it out.
So
What was the worst one?
we played at Clutch Carlos and our name was like Blood and Blessings. I don't know, I had nothing to do with that, but they misspelled it on the thing and it like says
Yep.
Blood and Blood Things.
Yeah, blood and blood
So
things.
awesome.
it was awful.
That was a win.
Imagine being announced.
Yeah,
Luckily they
Blood
didn't
and blood
announce it.
things.
yeah. It's like I had to correct him as soon as he got up on stage. I'm like, yeah, we're blood and blessings.
Well,
Maybe like,
Even
I don't
that-
know if it's
Yeah.
better.
Better.
Right.
Yeah.
But not blood.
That was a whole different
That was with
time.
just the four of us before April actually came in and started making us better.
Good thing you showed up.
Yeah,
I
that's
did not
Yeah.
want to be blood and blood things, that's
Yeah.
for
we're
sure.
definitely better with
B and
it.
B. Oh my goodness. Wow. Somebody somewhere is like,
Yeah, that's my name.
That's like
they don't want it
It's like,
anymore.
oh, the Impact is the best name.
Yeah.
That's
Blood and blood
complimentary.
things. You can be B and B.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Bed and
I'm
breakfast.
gonna write this down because I don't want to. We have every so often there's great gems in the basement. For instance, and you can still see the photo on our Facebook. Little plug. Facebook.com/ImpactBasement. We were running a best tattoo contest for a little while simply because we had a band member. It was a tattoo of a dinosaur, but he was wearing a taco costume and he had a birthday hat.
Nice.
It was a real tattoo.
That's quite a what?
It was, and you could even see on the bottom where the buttons were that like he put on his taco costume.
Oh, nice.
So I have to say though, this is the best former band name. Is Blood and Blood Things. In parentheses, blessings.
Yeah.
It'll be
Makes
the
me
best
cringe a little
abandoned
bit.
I'm
Yeah.
so
band
happy.
name.
Like we laughed at it for a second, and then me and him
Cried.
got really mad. Me and Bud got really mad at it. We were like,
I
"What
was
did you
mad
do?"
right away,
Yeah,
like, because I called the lady, and I was like, she asked me what her band name was, and I was like, it's Blood and Blessings. Back then I thought it was cool. And then, so she's like, oh, okay, Blood and Blessings. And then we get there and look at the flyer, and it's like, where's our name? And it's like, Blood and Blood Things. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Like,
we were all
oh.
excited. We had to go to
But it was
Clausen
fun.
or something and go to like the thing where they gave you the flyers or whatever, and that was
It's a bad day.
just a bad day. We saw the flyers and it was just not a good day.
Did you get any T-shirts made?
No.
Shut up.
I mean, we can arrange it.
Still could.
I know it would have been an expensive mistake, but to have those misprinted T-shirts, man.
Maybe down the road we'll like just blow some money on like
Yeah.
the vintage Blood
After
and Blood
the
Things
big
gear.
Wembley Stadium gig, you'll have
There
so
we
much
go.
cash.
Yeah, we'll blow some vintage
Just
Blood and
right
Blood
on
Things
the
gear,
side of our
just all
bus.
that good stuff.
Yeah.
Blood and blood things.
So,
Cats.
sorry
buttons.
about getting us off there, but
That
maybe
was-
we'll play some more music now. This next song is called Faces, and since everyone's responsible for writing different pieces, who is responsible for this one? This, what'd you say, Magical Nugget? What is
Oh,
it?
the musical
Oh,
nugget.
Musical
excuse
Nugget.
me.
Musical
I think
nugget.
the lyrics kind of came from, I don't know, I was just like sitting at Eastern one day. I was going to school. And,
Ooh.
I don't know, I was just kind of noticing like how many people are the same or kind of try to be the same as each other. And I was just sort of baffled by it, even though it's not a new thing, I know. But for some reason that day, just sitting there noticing everybody looks exactly alike. So a song
Do they
came
wear
out of it.
do they wear stretch pants and Uggs? At
They
Easter?
do!
Awesome.
Stretch pants and Uggs and...
I'm
all of
sorry.
it.
Maybe I
I'm
should show you
sorry,
my Uggs.
Spartan girls. I just called you out. I'm so sorry. I just didn't know if it was
Just
MSU specific. Or
maybe it's just green
Oh,
and
no,
white.
it's college specific. I think.
Anyway, you are listening to The Basement on Impact 89 FM, and this is Faces from A Hero Falls. Hero Falls on The Basement live. You just heard this song, Faces. You can check them out at Howell Opera House on Saturday, supporting the Claremont CD release show, along with Giraffe Attack and others. For more information, you can go to aherofalls.com or search for them on the Facebook. So you talked about you've got some working on some new music, and I would think with 5 of you and you all can do different things as musicians, it probably doesn't take very long to come up with a lot of new tracks. So when do you think that you might start recording some?
Gosh, that's a great question.
We would love to right now.
Hopefully, like, spring, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't take us too long to get, like, another, what you would call, like, an EP, but we really wanted to just get a lot of songs out there, like, get a full length, and, but we throw out a lot of stuff, too, you know? If it's not good, we,
We just kind of kick it aside.
Yeah.
So you guys have been together long enough to say, like, I like thanks but no thanks on
Yeah.
that? Or
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, we're pretty brutally honest, you know?
It's like,
oh,
that
that's
doesn't
not
sound
really
very good.
I think we all agree, like, on what we want our sound to be.
Right.
So when somebody comes to us with something, if it's like, we could change something, like, it's not, we don't get offended by that, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's okay.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna tweak it.
Hasn't there been at least one time you're like, man, I really love this?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Well, I
like,
I
yeah,
have a
yeah.
tendency to write songs too long, and so like I always get
metal
upset.
guy.
Like,
Yeah.
well, just okay, no, just kidding. They end up cutting the songs or the music that I write down, and I'm always like a little bit bummed, but I'm like, all right, we got to write 3 or 4 minute songs. That's what we got to do.
We're also, like, a tad bit ADD, so we have to, like, you know, tone down some of the whatever's
focus.
going on in your head. All the craziness.
Just talking about my head.
Just yours.
Just my okay.
Just kidding.
We don't have ADD. So.
Loved it.
Well, speaking of new music, the last song that you had for us, it didn't even have a title when you guys got here, and kind of started talking, and then decided.
It's our bad. Whoops.
Yeah, well, and then Daryl
Oh,
made the name.
it's not the first time, guys.
Yeah.
We've gone. If you look at past playlists, there's definitely a couple in brackets says untitled.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Really?
Hey.
Oh, okay. I don't feel so bad now.
No, you
Yeah.
shouldn't. Because I think a lot of times fans, when they're preparing to be on the show, and they have like a new song, they want to play a new song, especially if their friends are listening and fans are listening, and you have something new. It's a good place to do it. So yeah. Don't
Yeah,
feel bad.
we won't rush it. We'll just make everybody wait for the title then.
Ooh. I know what it is. Or maybe. I know what it is right now,
Yeah.
but we're not going to tell you.
We might continue crafting it.
But we know what Daryl came up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, the manager.
Yeah.
Paparazzi.
Manager.
He's doing so good, though. Look at him.
Yeah, he's staying quiet.
You can't tell. He's documenting every move that they're making. If you'll see this later. So, all right. We've got a last song for you. It's in Untitled from Hero Falls on The Basement.
Take it from me that there is no end to this road, and death is just a doorway to the path that leads us home. And if I could, I would not let you go alone. But something inside me says, don't be afraid of the unknown. Life is fragile, and I don't have a plan. But no matter where I stand, closer to the end. Let's make the most of this. Let's make the most of this. I'm just happy to know I'm alive and breathing. Love's in my heart and it's still beating. I'm just happy to know I'm alive and breathing. Love's in my heart and it's still beating. This is as good as it gets. Bring a glass and we'll drink to it, 'cause tonight will last a lifetime. If I'm right, things will never be like. This is as good as it gets. Raise a glass and we'll drink to it, 'cause this night will last a lifetime. If I'm right, things will never be like. This is as good as it gets. Raise a glass and we'll drink to it, 'cause this night will last for life. And if I'm right, things will never be like this again.
You're listening to The Basement on Impact 89 FM. That was a yet-to-be-titled song from A Hero Falls. I want to thank you guys so much for coming this evening, and I want to wish you luck on your show Saturday, Howell Opera House. If you forget, you don't have a pen, you can go to Heroes Falls for more information and to see other gigs they've got going on, like the Crofoot on the 11th. So thank you guys so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank
Any
you.
parting words? Anything else we should know?
I think we covered all the bases.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, we're going to leave you with one last song from the EP. This song is called Honesty. You're listening to The Basement on Impact 89 FM.
You give it? Alright, whose pick is this?
That's mine. I put up there.
What'd you think?
Oh.